welcome to High Voltage, or sorry, Lasha's Take, and Triforce Infinite Horizons. And today we are going to be talking about Jimmy Dore, who I have no idea who that is, but I don't mind.
What would you like for Christmas? Who are you imitating?
Melania Trump,
Where's your
but not
where's your
Erica Kirk.
where's your lipstick?
Oh, my lipstick is right here. Is it like this? Oh. Donald, he put up plaques in the White House.
Say that again, Trevor. I didn't
He put up
understand.
plaques because he wants to praise himself, even though the country thinks knows he's the worst president that ever served in the White House.
Just Trevor. As soon as you said he was the worst president in the White House, my lights went off.
Is that why you're lagging? Is your Wi-Fi router on?
Christmas, Trevor.
Y-
You have to stay in
yes, but I
character.
have what I want
There
right
we go.
here. But I will not.
What do you have? Why don't you tell everybody
We've
about
been working
that?
for this whole year. This is what we've been talking about.
What have we been talking about,
A
Trevor?
MacBook Air. Here it is, latest model, and in the color I wanted, sky blue.
Sky blue, sky blue. And Trevor
And
got it for
yes, but
Christmas
I don't want to open it till
too.
Christmas because I want to have something to set up on Christmas, and why not
Do
this?
you know what? When you tell me you've been talking about computer all year,
Yes,
okay?
since January
Every
the 1st.
single live,
Yeah.
every single live we
Mm-hmm.
go on, you're talking about this Air Mac computer, and as soon as you get it, after a year of ADHD, because we both have it, interrupting,
This is gonna
interrupting.
change the channel. Both,
Well,
all
I
of the
know it's
channels.
good. Well, so set it up now. Do it now. Do
Right
it
now.
now.
I cannot.
Why can't you do it? You crazy. You're crazy. Like my Baba and Dido used to say, they were
It's a
Slavic.
little heavy, but not too heavy.
Is it heavy, no malenke?
It's not too heavy,
Ermaka? I can't reach internet at the moment. Why? What happened?
but this
What
is
you mean you can't reach?
yeah. I'm holding on to $700 right here. I'm about to
Trevor,
put it down.
you know what, Trevor? I'm really upset here because I need to reach that Jimmy Dore. Hey, wait a minute. Do you have a phone? Do you have a phone besides
Glasses.
the one that? Do you have another phone? Okay, let me. So, what we came on to talk about today is I want to give you my take on the Charlie Kirk assassination. And I'm just going to get straight to my points. No ADHD, okay? And I know people are bored of this subject. However, this is really important. I have some questions for Candace Owens because what people have been talking about, Trevor, on the internet, and the reason that I know all of this stuff is because of the nature of my work. I can listen to podcasts all day, right?
Mhm.
So I know that all of the clips that I want to show you, which will change the channel, Trevor. Hi there, K3F.
I think they're
Um,
confused. What's
we're
going on
talking
here?
about the Charlie Kirk assassination, and I'm talking about Candace Owens and how everybody on the internet is going crazy saying that she's using Charlie Kirk's assassination to monetize.
Ooh,
And that's
Erica.
what I wanted to talk about. and Trevor has a computer
that
that
we've
he's been
been working
talking
for all
about
year.
for a year. Hi, Ricky. Hi,
This is going to
Ricky.
change the channel. What's in here?
Well, that's why I want you to set it up now. Hi there, K31 again. Yeah, so I'm just going to jump right in. So these are my questions for Candace Owens. And I'm a diehard Candace Owens fan. But here's my question.
Even though
Why
she's a
is it?
Republican?
Yeah,
Even though she's a Republican and we do not like
yeah,
Republicans, we still
yeah,
watch
yeah.
Candace Owens.
I believe, in my opinion, that Donald Trump trumped Charlie Kirk and had a professional do it because it was such an interesting
What was the
shot.
killer's name? Tyler Robinson?
No, I don't believe that for 2 seconds until somebody can prove otherwise that
Are you guys
Donald
talking
Trump
about Charlie?
wasn't
Yes,
involved.
yes,
If Donald
yes.
Trump wasn't involved, until somebody can prove otherwise, I will believe that until it's proved otherwise, because Charlie Kirk was pivotal, and he got and worked like a dog to get the youth vote for Donald Trump. That's the only reason he got into office. And it really pisses me off because Charlie Kirk was a good guy. And Keith,
Why are you talking to a child? I am not a
he's
child,
not a
sir.
child.
I'm the manager here, my friend.
Exactly. Thank you, Trevor. Thank you very much, K3. I believe it. And you know what?
I'm
Even though Candace Owens's um, talk with Pierce Morgan was an absolute disaster. That's the only time that I was ever. Can you sorry,
he's not an
can
adult.
you
I am of age to be on here.
yes, and thank you very much for your concern, because you know what? I understand why you're concerned, and I'm glad that you take notice of these things. Trevor is my cousin, and he lives in Detroit, and I live in Canada. All right? He's
It's going to be the
16
two
years
year
old.
anniversary of us knowing each other.
That's right. So it's all good. Now, at any rate, but I understand your concern, and I totally get that. And Trevor and I have talked about that. And in fact, I
Here I
made
am
sure
Muslim.
I made sure that Trevor spoke to his parents before him and I started to go online live together, relation or no relation, because of the
Because there are people who think different.
yeah, well, there's a lot of disgusting people on the internet, including women. And so I understand people's concerns. I
Because people
remember
can
I
make
was concerned.
people can make assumptions of others,
That's
which
right. They
can
can
cause
make
conflict.
assumptions of others, and it does cause conflict. But here's my questions for Candace Owens. So, in reference to the fact, is she, in fact,
And you know it
digging
is
her
weird?
heels in? Wait, one sec, Trevor. Is Candace Owens, in fact, that devious and that cunning that she would use an assassination to make money off of? No. Absolute no, no, no. And for anybody who thinks that, do you know Candace Owens? Have you watched her on the Daily Wire? Have you listened to her? Even with Pierce Morgan, with Brigitte Macron? Have you listened to her with Bill Maher, where she really thought Bill Maher was trying to manipulate her? And I remember Bill Maher said, Candace, don't insult me. He said, do you think that I would peddle anything on my show that I didn't believe? And he said, like, give me that respect. I do you believe everything that you say on your show? And in fact, she does. And if you look at her views, they're the same as they've always been. And if she's talking about Charlie Kirk, so what? So now you're going to investigate into how she's making her
Damn,
money
you are
on
roasting.
YouTube?
Yes, we are roasting.
I just
Yes,
think
we
it's
are.
terrible. I think it's terrible. And I don't think that people really understand that she is a pit bull with lipstick. This woman is a pit bull. Okay. I watch
Not the
her for,
singer. Not the
no, no.
singer.
I watch Candace Owens for the pure entertainment of her because she's so outlandish. And she's getting sued by a sitting president and the First Lady of France. Who gets sued by the First Lady of France? The Macrons. She dug her heels in. Look at what she did with the George Floyd thing. Like, come on. This woman has a reputation of getting, she was anorexic. Do you understand what that means? Anorexics are perfectionists and they don't stop. And instead of starving themselves, oftentimes anorexic will take that energy and use it for something else. And when she says that her biggest emotion, these are her words, not mine. Candace Owens said that her downfall is that her emotion that she leans into the easiest and the most comfortable is anger. She's admitted that time and time and time and time again. No, she's angry. And whether her and Charlie have not been friends or whatever for 5 years, they did have a past together. And when you're youth, he was like 19 years old and she was 24. Like when you're that young and you're building something together, youth, and Trevor, you know what it's like. And I remember when I was your age, you get so emotionally invested and passionate,
After you're done
right?
talking, can I talk?
Of
About
course,
what?
I'm almost done. But I just don't think that anybody has a right to question. Do you know that I actually listened to a guy today and his name is Jim Poole? No, not Jim Poole. Jimmy Dore is a good guy, but his name is something Poole. He was actually saying that Candace Owens was doing this for money, blah, 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 blah. And then he started to justify the fact that like he gets 550,000 views per episode he does on Candace Owens, and then he said, because I came out and said this and that, I've actually lost subscribers and money, so I'm not doing this for the money. Like, why is anybody justifying how anybody is making money on YouTube? Why? Who cares?
Yeah, money, YouTube, monetization.
Exactly.
That's
And
all
you know
people want.
what? And Trevor and I, we started this channel to help people. You go back and you look at the footage that Trevor and I have done in the past. How many raffles have we done? We have done at
I think
least
we've
5 or
done.
6 raffles.
I think the one with me was one. That one back in June.
But
You know what
then
I'm
I
talking.
did I did 4 other raffles and I've given out $25 gift
Oh yeah,
certificates.
when Random Citizen won, that was fun.
Yes, yes. And so I started this channel and I just did 2 shorts on it. So if you want to know why I started this channel, you can go to the last 2 shorts that I posted because I don't want to bore everybody who's known this. If you missed the live from the beginning, please go back and watch it. I highly encourage you to do so. Now I am passing the floor to
All right.
Trevor.
So I'm gonna make an AI video or something. It's gonna be a trailer for Karaoke Fridays because that's one of the reason we got
I
this.
can't wait.
And so people who are new here, we're gonna do Karaoke Fridays because one, we like to sing. And I have a great singing voice, so does Lasha here. Two, we want to increase our watch hours because you need to have a certain amount of watch hours in order to monetize on YouTube. So we're working towards that to unlock it. So yeah, and we can sing. Our lives are going to look more professional. Lasha, I would recommend that you get one of these so yours can be professional as well and not confusing on your phone.
Yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
I rec. Instead of getting a new phone, would you rather get a new phone or would you rather get one of these?
No, actually, interesting you would say that because Kojiko, um, they're offering phones now and they never used to offer phones. And I can disconnect from Rogers and I can get a
Yes.
calling
Anybody who's
card
curious what this
from
is,
Kojiko for $20 a month. And then I'm going to get a computer instead for YouTube as
yeah, like
opposed
which is
to,
the you want this, the MacBook?
yes, yeah, that's what I want. I do. I want to
I
get the
bought it from
same one
Best
as you.
Buy. I would
Yeah?
buy it soon because Apple's gonna release a new model. Then this one,
Oh, are they?
how they are is when they release a new model, something they quit manufacturing the previous model. They just quit making it, and the only way you
I
can
didn't
buy it
know
is from
that.
a refurbished. I wouldn't recommend buying refurbished stuff because who knows what someone has done to it. They could have sneezed on it. They could have coughed on it. You never know. Yeah, you never know what a refurbished product went through. You never know. So yeah, karaoke Fridays will be coming soon. Maybe this upcoming week. This upcoming week, karaoke Fridays might happen. I'm gonna make a trailer, and we're gonna be going live on over on my channel for our. I did a Christmas special last year. This year, I want to do a live because I haven't gone live since I was like at 100 subscribers, and now I'm at almost 500. I'm at 450 subscribers as of now.
Oh, that's really good though. And you know what? One of the things that
How much at Best Buy? Melody,
hello Melody, how are you?
Melody. Guess what? We got the thing. It's 750, I think, at Best Buy, but the price always changes. Melody, do you remember when we were talking about this in the beginning of the year? Now it's finally here. So
We love
Melody,
you
well,
too,
now
Melody.
with this, we'll be able to invite you on our streams. We did it. Finally did it.
We all did it. Hey, Melody, can you vouch for Trevor and I? Before all of y'all leave, could you please hit the like button? It really does make a difference. And Trevor and I don't usually ask, but it is Christmas. Help us out because Melody, did we not start this channel? Did I not start this channel because I was lonely and I was in that wheelchair for a year? Isolated. I never felt like a victim or a survivor. I looked at it like, thank you for hitting like, Melody. I really appreciate
Thanks
it.
everyone.
Thank you so much. It makes YouTube and it makes the algorithm move forward. And my point is, I don't want to talk about me. I started this because I wanted to start a non-donation charity because when I went through that corruption with the hospital, I had no help. And you know what? It was I started the channel to bring awareness to the corruption in the medical system in Canada and Ontario. And Trevor knows, Melody knows. And we give out like raffles tickets for Amazon and so on. So I just want people to know that. And the reason I was ranting about Candace Owens is because she accusing somebody for doing something for money. What about all of the people that have made money talking about thank you, Melody.
Yeah,
What
we
about all of those people, Trevor? What about all of the people that make all of that money from talking about Meghan Markle? I mean,
yeah.
I've done videos about Meghan Markle, but not many. But like some people are making hundreds and thousands of dollars. But what I wanted to say about Charlie Kirk was, and I said this before, everything that he stood for, love him or hate him, he really sort of restored because I didn't know he existed until I was watching Joe Rogan.
I didn't know he existed too. I knew who he was, but
You did?
I didn't know his name until he got shot. And his
What did
death
you
was a
hear
big deal.
about him? What did you hear about him? And what did you hear, Melody Moon? What did everybody hear about Charlie Kirk? Like, what are your thoughts on it?
And Lisa, about the computer, I think you should buy it at Best Buy. That would be the best place to buy it. Not really on Amazon because Amazon can take longer to arrive, and you never
Yeah.
know. Just buy it at Best Buy.
Okay. So from back, so we went to the computer. Somebody's going, huh? Huh? What are your thoughts about Charlie Kirk in general prior to his death? Do you remember where you were when he was shot? Because this is a totally different generation going through an assassination. What kills me about this is nothing much, just that he had a lot of pull with the youth. That's it. So true, Melody.
I am kind of dumb. You're
No,
not
don't.
dumb.
No, don't call yourself dumb. We don't use language like that here. We
We both
don't.
have the ADHD here.
We do. But to keep on track, Melody, so to your point about he had pull with the youth, as I stated at the beginning of this live with Trevor, is he got Donald Trump elected because of Gen X. What is it? Gen X,
You
Gen
know,
Z,
Kamala Harris is
Trevor?
starting to be more into the Democrats, like she wants to run again.
She wants to run again for
Hmm.
that's a horrible choice. And he was he had huge charisma. He was a huge charisma. And I think he really was a good man. And you know what Keith said? A participant on this channel, Keith, if you ever watch this live, Keith wrote in the comments because Charlie Kirk led me to think about God, religion, the Old Testament, the New Testament, which fired me up to read The Exorcism of Annalise Michael again.
Hmm.
So, for those of you that haven't watched the playlist, I started a playlist for The Exorcism of Annalise Michael. And it's a book based on the movie The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Hmm.
So it just got me looking at good and evil again because Keith said, in order to be in touch, the way he worded it was, oh, it was a
I'm gonna
brilliant,
leave. This is
brilliant.
boring. It's okay. You can leave. You don't. We aren't forcing
Bye.
anyone to stay here. If this
No,
content is not for you, you can of course leave.
exactly. We don't have a ring around your neck, but thank you for staying and thank you for expressing your opinion.
Bye.
Bye.
So
Okay,
Melody
so
and Lasha, since you guys are here, you know how we did
yeah.
the Zoom meeting last New Year's? Why would you say we did it again? And this
Yeah,
time it
I'll
could
be
be a
up for
live,
that. I'll be up. Thank you for subbing.
a New
Thank you,
Year's
thank
Eve
you, thank you,
live,
thank
and we
you.
can all join on here.
That would be a great idea. Melody, do you want to do that? I just wanted to say real
Try
quick.
again, because last year the roommates. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
cool.
good, good,
Okay.
good, good,
I didn't
good.
make it last year because Sophie wasn't well, remember?
No, it was because of the roommates.
Yeah, and also Sophie wasn't well.
Mhm.
And the roommates. I didn't trust them. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that part of my life. That was horrible. You know what I feel horrible about? And I need Melody and you to put this into perspective. During the last 5 months of Sophie's life, Melody, Trevor, you guys know, anybody who knows me knows, I had that woman and man living in the basement because we needed the help, the monetary help because of the rent, and it was just outrage, you know. And remember how hard I
Mhm.
worked at Yella's?
Yes,
So it's
yes.
like, thank you, Trevor. I feel horrible. There were
That
times
those,
when
yeah.
I had to be in the basement to calm Jill down from fighting with her boyfriend. And now, of course, they're not together, right? And I wasted my energy when Sophie was dying to help people that just didn't give a crap. And I got too involved.
Mhm.
And they were there the entire time Sophie was sick. And I should have kicked them out because Sophie needed peace. And I feel like a horrible mother for exposing Sophie to that, or even my mother to them. And it was because we needed money. But at the same time, she was getting sick way before they came around. Should I like I need to forgive myself for that. But I said, but when I look at my videos, and I've barely gone back and looked at Sophie videos, I loved her, and when I think about it, I did everything with that dog. Sophie and I, to get her out of Tyler and Jill's energy, I would take her upstairs and we would go have a bath together. I'd put the bathtub on and I'd put my bathing suit on and I'd get Sophie in there, and she was bleeding for so long. And maybe I should have put her down sooner, but I couldn't let go. Oh, thanks, Melody. I'm being honest, and then I look at the video that I put up when the vet was there,
Yes.
and I never should have put that up. I need to take it down because that was
Of
a
what?
private moment. Well, I think I was in such shock, and I was so, oh, I was just in so much shock. I just couldn't. I was doing everything to distract myself from Sophie lying on my lap, if that makes any sense. Do you think so, Melody? Because sometimes I think, oh God, all that bad energy with those two people and me, because I would lose my temper too. And then poor Sophie wasn't feeling well, but who was her savior at the end, honestly, was my mother. I found it really hard to take care of Sophie. Yes, it was traumatic. But you know me, Melody and Trevor. You know I'm not the type of person to feel like a victim or to feel like a
Mhm.
survivor, anything like that. God tests us. I know what Keith said about Charlie Kirk. God only tests people that if you are that in touch with God, you can then also be very in touch and exposed to the devil. And that's the contrast of what happened with Charlie Kirk, is what I was trying to say. And Keith said that as a comment on a live. But back to Sophie, I don't want to keep going on and on and on about it, but do you think that I handled everything as best I could back then? Or what did I learn from it? What could I have done differently? Like when you go through an experience like that, and Sophie meant so much because of the very reason as to why I started the channel, right? I don't know, Trev, what do you think? You've watched the whole thing. You know me really well.
Yeah, from the Home Alone Merry Christmas
Yeah,
video.
Trevor
But
and
yeah.
I have been doing this for 2 years now, and then Melody joined. I think
So I'm
Melody
gonna tell you
was.
guys about my life. So
Oh, sorry,
as
Trevor,
you
you go
know,
ahead.
my bedroom is gonna be taken over, and I think we are gonna get the basement renovated, and my father's gonna be moving down in the basement. I'm gonna take my siblings' room, and my brother's gonna take the other bedroom down in on this floor. And this isn't my room. This is my mother's room, by the way. So, and I'm thinking of putting LED lights in my bedroom. Like I see teachers in schools, they like wrap LED lights all around the room, and you can change them in different colors. They look really pretty because I hate overhead lights. And I can put neon signs that represent who I am because I want my room to be somewhere I want to walk into. Not like when I turn that overhead light, I'm like I don't want to be in there. So I turn on all my lamps.
I'm listening, Trev.
Yeah, and then we can do cool studio stuff with this. People can sing, and what the newest update on these is they added, the ring lights. They added a ring light onto here, so you can still have a light to see yourself.
You don't
Yeah,
need a
make the
ring.
room your own.
You don't need a ring light, Trev. I don't use ring lights anymore. I mean, I can't be bothered.
What
Have the
what you
mu
said that was funny about him is you said you use your ring light as a frisbee for Sophie.
Oh, yeah, 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 until she started to chew the plastic, eh?
Yeah, that was not good.
You know what? Yeah.
LED lights don't cost that much. They're like a pack of 200 feet of them is like $20. No, that's not too bad. I
No,
thought they were
no.
more than that. I thought they were like $50.
So, Trevor, what are you looking have the music and lights synced?
Yeah, that's the one. I saw one on Amazon that said music and lights synced. You can do that. I don't know how. Like, does it just pick up sound? Like, how does that work? That's what I'm concerned about. And you can join lights together. Yeah, those two.
Melody, um, have you listened to any of the readings? Sorry, Trevor, my mind went zoo and sorry, I was just thinking about Christmas when you were talking about synced lights. And then when you have ADHD, this
I
is
will
the way
have to
it
put you in
goes.
touch with my cousin. He knows how
There you
lights.
go. There's a solution oriented thing. Melody's going to put you in touch with her cousins so that you can sync your lights.
I can probably find a YouTube video.
No, let her introduce you to her cousin.
Yeah.
It's networking. It'll be fun. Thank you, Melody. Hey, Trevor, never turn a gift horse down in the mouth, right?
Yes.
You know? And this is what I love about this community is as I said on the posts, that's why I had to keep hanging up on you, Trevor.
Yeah, YouTube is a good
YouTube is
source,
good
but you
source.
know,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
sucks about YouTube is
What?
copyright with music. You know, like if you play put music in
Yeah.
a video, YouTube's gonna go, "Hey, you can't do that," then they're gonna take your video down. Yeah, YouTube, we love YouTube. Lash, you still there? I think her phone died again, or she'll be back in a minute. But yeah, yeah, YouTube's a good source except with copyright. But anyways, I think Lasha's phone died. Yeah, she said her lights went out earlier, or her phone died. It's one of the two. But Melody, I would love to do that Zoom thing again, except we could do it live, like on YouTube. That would be. We should totally do that on New Year's Eve. Make up for last year. All right. Thanks everybody for joining. We're gonna end the stream now. Our streams, good big things are coming to this channel, so do not unsubscribe. Bye everybody. Bye Melody. Bye everyone.